All right, if you're an e-commerce brand that has scaled the crap out of Google Ads, you are just absolutely crushing it, but you've gotten to that point where you feel like you're hitting a wall or you're plateauing. There is a reason, and I want to explain it to you briefly in this video. So this really happens to every advertiser, not just e-commerce, but I'm going to talk about e-commerce specifically. So you start at the bottom of funnel. I've talked about the bottom up funnel before, which I think is the way you should start on Google Ads. Performance is amazing, but then you hit that wall, like I mentioned. Your cost per click starts to go up. Your impression share starts to cap out as well, and scaling doesn't feel like it's really possible anymore. But the playbook really is always the same at first. You focus on those highly intent driven campaigns, your bottom of funnel. But once you max out your impression share, your CPCs are going to start to go up. So every single dollar you put into advertising isn't going to bring you in more traffic. It's just going to cost more. And that's why you're like, hey, we're trying to scale this, but every time we try to scale, we get pushback. We start to spend more and profitability drops. So what you're going to have to do is layer on a couple of things on here, because you can't force more people to search. Number one is to expand beyond Google to other bottom of funnel platforms. If you're e-commerce, maybe try putting products on Amazon. Maybe try running more direct response ads on Meta if that's not something you've experienced or experimented with in the past. Number two would just be to move up the funnel. And I think this is the more important one, is creating more demand via YouTube. That could be demand gen campaigns. That could be video view campaigns inside of the Google Ads platform. Or it could be layering on performance max as well, which can be seen as like a middle of funnel or upper funnel tactic, depending on which Google channel is taking the majority of the spend within that campaign. But the upper funnel activity obviously is what refills that bottom of funnel, drives search demand, whether that's brand search demand or just general like intent driven demand. And I think that's going to be a massive lever into going into 2026. If you're a brand that has hit this kind of plateau, layer on YouTube onto this. If you're already running ads on Meta, take those top performers, bring them over to YouTube and try to scale on there to drive that top of funnel so that you get more bottom of funnel traffic in Google Ads, which should increase the performance of the account as a whole. So if you want more honest advice like this, simplified Google Ads stuff, feel free to subscribe, follow, shake my hand. If you want to know how to run better paid ads without lighting money on fire, essentially, like lighting your new Christmas money on fire, we want to avoid that.